Good morning from the approach trail. So it is currently about 8:45 in the morning. So we woke up about 7, enjoyed one last shower, had a few cereal bars and stuff for breakfast. It's our first on-trail breakfast, and yeah, we're about 1.5 miles into it so far in total. We've got about 7 miles to go before we get to the start of the AT. So tonight, the plan is to get to the start point, hike a little further on, and stay at a shelter just past the start point. So just having a quick rest. We just had a big climb, so we're just having a break. Just found this little impromptu campsite that we're just taking a break at. But yeah. I'll get some atmospheric shots and B-roll. That's what YouTubers do, isn't it? And yeah, we'll catch you later down the trail. Okay, so it is, what, lunchtime? Well, 11. Feels like lunchtime.
11-ish.
11-ish. We're about 3 miles from the start point. So we've just stopped on top of one of the peaks to grab some lunch. So we've got tuna, pepperoni and cheese wraps. So we're just going for all the calories rather than any kind of culinary delicacy. But how was yours?
It was delicious. Oh, excellent. I would crave some pepperoni. I would demolish that. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna eat this and then we'll make a push for the start. Oh, okay, we're taking another break. We're at Black Mountain Shelter, so we're just before the last big ascent. It's about 1.5 miles to go till the start of the trail. About 600 feet of elevation or something, so pretty big climb coming up. So we just thought we'd take a break at the first shelter we came across. We've not actually. Again, it's one of those weird things. We've seen so many like other people's videos where they like stay in shelters. We've never actually seen one. Here, I'll show you. So they're just, you know, like simple 3-sided structures, so you can either sleep in them or in the clearings and tent sites around. I think we'll probably stay mostly at shelters, at least for the first few weeks. So they got easy access to things like cables and boxes to hang your food, keep it safe from bears and mice. So yeah, just taking a quick break here, and then yeah, on for the final push up to the, I say final, the next push, one of many I assume. But yeah, up to the start. Alright, let's give this vlogging on the move a go. Hopefully I don't trip and break my ankle. So we're about 0.3 of a mile now from the start. It's just endless switchbacks coming up Springer Mountain. Oh, very tired, but I know, I'm sure when we get up there, it's I'm not gonna really care how much effort it took to get up here or anything. It's obviously gonna be quite an emotional moment. Yeah, not gonna. Oh, and there's roots everywhere sticking out the ground, just waiting to just ruin my year. But yeah, I'll to show you some footage and pictures when we get up there. Just won't be my first reaction. I think I'm happy to be showing you guys stuff and bringing you along, but you know, there's there's definitely going to be points where, you know, I've got to put my phone down and just soak in the moment myself for a bit. And I think this is going to be one of those. So I'll get some footage up there, and yeah, and the real work begins. But, all right, I'll speak to you in a bit. We made it. Yeah. Let me show you around. Show you around like this. It's not cribs. Yeah, so we've just been sat here for a few minutes, just soaking it in. If you can see the view behind us is incredible. But this is what we're really here for. So here we go. Springer Mountain, southern terminus of the Appalachian Trail. Oh, I'm still out of breath. We've been resting for a bit. I'm still out of breath from all those switchbacks, but let me show you this one here as well. Watch me slip now. That'd be typical. There we go. And this is going to be how we navigate for the next 6 months. It's following these things right here, these white blazes. They'll be painted on trees, rocks, anything to mark the trail. I'll show you the we've signed the trail log as well, so there's a little book. It's in a little hidey hole in the side of this rock here. It's I think, guess when it's finished, it goes into the state archives, which is cool. But yeah, we'll catch you later at the shelter. Bon appetit. Starting 2,200 miles builds up quite the appetite. So here we are having a gourmet meal of instant chicken and broccoli pasta, what is now quite warm grated cheese, spam which you can buy in single pre-packaged slices, which is very I'm sure that's great for the environment, and gonna bulk it out with some instant mashed potatoes. So pretty much the hiker diet is just all about calories, really. You just need whatever you can to get you through the day. So this will be meal one. We've got about 4 days worth of food with us, ready for the big meal reveal. Yes, delicious. It's so stodgy. That's all just carbs and calories. I love it. Good morning on day 2 on the Appalachian Trail. So this is our first full day exclusively hiking on the trail. So it's just we left the shelter just after 8, so it's about 8:30 now, I think. And I've already lost track of the days. I think it's Tuesday, 27th. So yeah, we're just hiking down. So today we're doing about 8 miles to Hawk Mountain Shelter, and hopefully camp there tonight. So again, just another shorter day, just while we get accustomed to everything. Just filming this a little later after we set off, because it was very very wet and windy up on top of the hill. So it was absolutely glorious weather yesterday, like right in the middle of February. It was like 19-20 Celsius, and like woke up this morning, it was raining. It's probably going to rain all day, or at least a drizzle all day, and you get about 10 Celsius, and then tomorrow supposedly is going to be thunderstorms and rain all day. So that's going to be looking forward to that one, putting this packer poncho thing through its paces. But we're just coming up to the Springer Mountain trailhead now, so we've just done a bit of a descent, and then we're going to be starting to climb back up out of the gap. So yeah, that's just our update for today, for this morning. And yeah, I'll be back if anything interesting beyond looking at trees happens. Day 3. We didn't. I was going to film a bit last night when we stopped at the shelter, but there's actually quite a few people turned up. So there's about 5 of us sleeping in the shelter and 2 campers. So obviously I didn't want to just disturb their peace with me talking at a camera. So I thought it'd be social instead. But yeah, it was really nice. It was the first group we've kind of got talking to. I think everyone's planning on doing about the same today. So did about 8 miles-ish yesterday, and we're doing about 7.7 today. So slightly less, but we've got started early, just a little after 8, because we're coming up to, there's a big climb at Sassafras Mountain, which is, I think it's like 1,500 feet of elevation or something in like a mile. So we've got very heavy packs because we are, we've packed out extra water. I think the next reliable water source isn't for 6 miles and has that, obviously, that big climb between here and there. So got extra water, and yeah, it was a good day yesterday, even if it was a little wet and dreary. But we're hoping today, like I say, to get to Gooch Mountain Shelter and hopefully get a spot in the shelter there tonight, because there's supposed to be thunderstorms. So we'd rather not be in our tents for that. I mean, we haven't actually pitched our tents yet. We will do at some point. It's just when we know there's going to be rain, you know, in the evening or in the morning, if there's a space at the shelter, we might as well take it, because it's just one less thing to worry about, having to pack away a damp tent and, you know, introducing extra water into your pack. So yeah, got just started today. So we'll catch you up. If I speak to you at the top of Sassafras, I assume I'll be incredibly out of breath, but yeah, looking forward to it, and I'll catch you in a bit. Actually, no, one update, quick rant. This thing, this Osprey phone pouch, the hook at the top of it is already ripped after like a few days. So I've managed to get a little bodge job together with an extra carabiner to hold it in place, but yeah, not happy about that. But that's the only equipment that's gone wrong so far, so fingers crossed. Good morning on a chilly, very chilly day 4. So it's about 8:45, so we've been walking since 8. So last night we stayed at Gooch Mountain Shelter. We managed to get there pretty much 10 minutes before absolutely torrential thunderstorm rolled in. So we managed to get in, get a spot at the shelter, set up. Met quite a lot of people. It was a full shelter last night. There was 10 people in the shelter and a few people camping around. But yeah, so I didn't film much there again, just for other people's privacy and stuff. But we met one of the trail ridge runners, whose job it is basically, they just, throughout the start of the hiking season in Georgia at least, from like February to April, they basically go up and down the trail, camping at different shelters, doing trail maintenance, and just generally like educating people on like leave no trace principles and good camping practices and etiquette and stuff. Yeah, it seems really cool. So it was good to speak to them for a bit. And then we had an incredibly cold night. So I was sleeping with my my base layers, my fleece, my gloves, my buff, my hat, everything. And I had to get up at 5 in the morning to use the privy. That was the most terrifying bathroom trip of my life. It's like pitch black, howling winds, lit only by my headlamp. And just like listening to every branch that was cracking outside the privy, thinking there was a bear, like a claw gonna swipe at my legs, or something underneath the privy, so that was fun. But yeah, so we're doing 12 miles today to Woods Hole Shelter. It's supposed to be a nice day. But yeah, I'm sure I'll include plenty of shots of the scenery along the way, so yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. What a start we've had to day 5. So last night we stayed at Woods Hole Shelter, hanging out with a few people we've camped with before and their dog. That was really nice. Had a little bonfire, which was nice, but we knew that today was going to be pretty much rain all day, so we set our alarms for 4 in the morning to try and climb up and over Blood Mountain in the morning. So we got up, left the shelter at 5, hiked up about 800 feet up Blood Mountain, which wasn't too bad, but then the heavens sort of opened as we were coming down, and the trek down was way tougher than the one up. So we went up and it was pitch black when we you know, it's still night when we were climbing, so we were just going by our head torches until the climb down, which was just like slick rock all the way down, so that was a bit sketchy. But we've made it to Neal's Gap, to Mountain Crossings store and hostel. So we managed to get in early, so we've got our name on the list for the hostel tonight, so we'll have somewhere warm and dry to stay. We should be able to get a shower. We've also made a friend.
He's mine now.
Yeah. This is Orange Kitty. That's his actual name. He just is a resident of the shelter. But yeah, I'll show you this as well. So apparently there's the statistic about 20% of people drop out here after the first 30 odd miles. So you can see this tree here outside the store has a whole bunch of boots and shoes of former through-hike attempts that people have given up at this point. So our shoes will not be joining. Will not be joining that, despite the difficult morning we've had. But yeah, so we've got a few hours to kill before we can get into the hostel. So we're just hanging out with Orange Kitty, and yeah, just watching other hikers come down the mountain. And yeah, so at least we've just looking forward to a shower and doing some laundry for the first time, which is going to be nice. Yeah, alright.
What's over there? Come on, let's go, let's do that. Come on. Come on. Can you please get up? Okay, I'm going to get up now, okay?
so we're just at the in the hostel now, so we've just had a shower and done some bit of laundry, got our food for the next few days, and yeah, we're just gonna relax, hang out with people for a bit. I've got to finish editing this, and then yeah, we'll get going tomorrow, so probably be another week or so before I get another video out, but yeah, I'll bring you guys along.